Bill Billy.
I'm trying to help them. Their hats keep falling. There you go.
I feel the burn. I feel the burn. Where you going, honey? Where you going, baby?
I love to pay attention.
A little bit out.
So good.
I have to give me like a little bit. Wait. You got a flower.
What did she go to?
That sure enough would have ran right into it.
Hey, no! TV camera! Wait!
Welcome, champions!
Now you got worked out, right?
How's everybody doing today? Woo! Well, I'd like to welcome you all here today.
Oh, it's like on a delay.
I want to welcome our Teachers of the Year, our Educational Support Professionals of the Year, all our guests, our chaperones, you're awesome, parents, Central Administration, Board of Education members, and our special guest today. Where is she? She's hiding. Demetrica Todd Ruiz. All right, let's see. We clap. Please do. All right, this is your chance to let everybody know you're here. We'll start with the high school. Welcome, Bridgeton High School. All right, Broad Street. Woo! Buckshootum Road. Small but mighty. Cherry Street. Excel. Indian Avenue. Quarter Mile Lane. And West Avenue. All right, I'd like to take a minute. My name is Margie Bennett, and I am a teacher at Broad Street. Love you guys! And I was invited this year to be chairperson of the Parade of Champions Committee. Thank you. But I did not do it alone. I had an awesome committee of people, and I would like to call each of them out for their hard work and all of their help to make this a success this year. From the high school, I had Mr. Steve DeBatry, also known as Dave. From Broad Street, Steve Maloney. Holly Hughes Alfo. Leah Taylor. Christina Nickel. And my right arm woman, Crystal Griner. Thank you. From Buckshootum, we had Dan and Mahaffey. From Cherry Street, Terry Love. From Excel, Brandy Hogan and Kathy Crescenzi. Indian Avenue, Kristen Figueroa and Marianne Keys. From Quarter Mile Lane, Christy Shoppy and Demita White. From West Avenue, Deborah Bird and Tiana Kelly. And from Bank Street, I couldn't have done it without Mrs. Arletha Lane. She's amazing. I'd also like to thank Dr. Jones for giving me the opportunity to change things up a bit. And one more person I need to thank is Miss Cindy Wilkes, who'll be out in just a few minutes. All right, just a few housekeeping. The signs that you carried, we need back. Please don't take them with you. All right? And at the conclusion, you'll be dismissed by school. So please stay seated until your school is called. Thank you for your anticipated cooperation. And be sure that you are earth-friendly. Put your water bottles in the containers. Okay? Awesome. All right, before we get this party started, I'd like to invite Dr. Jones, Superintendent of Bridgeton Public Schools, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mrs. Bennett. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge Mrs. Bennett because this is going to be her last year with us. She's retiring. She has served the Bridgeton School District for 31 years. That's a lot of time. And I just want to say that I used to be Mrs. Bennett's principal, and what I noticed about her is that every single day, she made sure that she kissed every child in her classroom. If you were in Mrs. Bennett's class, raise your hands. So you remember getting a kiss on your forehead every single day. So let's give Mrs. Bennett a thunderous applause for her service to the Bridgeton School District.
Very much.
She did a great job, right? Okay. It is certainly an honor to be here today to welcome each one of you because you have been deemed a champion. That's quite impressive. That someone thought enough of you to submit your name to a committee of people because they believe that you are worthy of honor and recognition. So parents who are here today, thank you so much for your untiring and unwavering support of your children, our students. So I welcome all of you. And I also want to thank all of those people who participated by coming out today and being a part of the parade. We bypassed a lot of people in cars and they lined the sidewalks, and they were just there to support each one of you. And I believe that our kids are certainly worthy of recognition, encouragement, and support, and that's why we are here today. So I want to thank Dr. Foster, former superintendent of Bridgeton Public Schools, for coming up with this idea to recognize our champion. So let's give her a round of applause. Okay, at this time, I would like you to give our Vice President of the Bridgeton Board of Education, Mr. Ed Bethea, a hearty Bridgeton School District applause as he comes to the podium.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. To all of our champions, I say congratulations. Certainly to our superintendent, we like to also introduce, on behalf of Mr. Albert Morgan, our president, I'd like to introduce two other board members that are here, Ms. Ashley Todd and Mr. Tyrone Williams. We certainly enjoyed ourselves walking the parade route with our champions, gave us a good opportunity to exercise, which we all could use. So thank you very much for that. But to all the champions, I say congratulations. Keep working hard. The future is there for you. It's bright, and we want to make sure that we do everything in our power to give you every opportunity to be successful. So on behalf of the Bridgeton Board of Education, I say congratulations.
Thank you so much. There you go. You can sit there if you like. Or not. You better sit there so my butt's not in your face. Okay, so we have a special guest with us who walked with all of you this morning in the parade. She's a 1991 graduate of Bridgeton High School. While at Bridgeton High School, she got involved. She didn't just go to class and go through the motions. She played basketball, ran track, was a football cheerleader, a class representative, prom queen, was on the yearbook committee, among her numerous activities, in addition to her schoolwork at BHS. Our special guest went on to study at Widener University, earning a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, and then went on to earn a master's degree in taxation, and then earned a Juris Doctor from Rutgers School of Law. Wow, that's impressive. How many years of college is that? Like 8? Lots. She said lots. Now she's a municipal court judge in Vineland, New Jersey. Awesome. She's the first African American and the first female to serve as a judge in Vineland. That's amazing. All right, I lost my notes. Oh, here they are. All right, let's give a warm Bridgeton welcome to our special guest, the Honorable Demetrica Todd Ruiz. Wait, that's Dr. Jones.
Okay, boys and girls, parents, when we are in the courtroom, what do we do when the judge enters the courtroom? All rise. Oh, wow. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Please be seated, because that's what I would say in the courtroom. Excellent. I am so happy to be here, and I am not going to take up a lot of your time. I just wanted to give you a little bit of my background because I want you to be able to see yourself in someone like me who came from Bridgeton, okay? So I grew up in the projects, which was Maplewood Gardens on Birch Street. And I'm going to ask my elementary school to give me a yell because I went to Cherry Street. Woo! Woo, woo! And then went on to Broad Street in the high school. Woo! Thank you. Okay, so I have a teenage daughter who is in high school right now, and one thing that she has been talking about for months was a book that she read, and she couldn't wait for the movie to come out. Can you guess what that was? So the book was Everything, Everything. And there's a movie out now with the same title. So if you haven't heard about it, the book and the movie is about a young lady who has an autoimmune deficiency condition, and she can't go outside. And if she were to go outside, she may be risking everything just to attempt everything. All right? So what I want to tell you today, the question is it worth the risk? And I want to tell you the answer is yes. Is it worth living? Is the risk worth laughing? Is the risk worth loving? And the answer is yes. And as you're thinking about living, loving, laughing as you go throughout your life, I want to bring to you an acronym. If you ever heard me talk before, this is how I deliver messages through acronyms. So today's acronym is DREAM. The word dream, and I want you to dream big. So the D in dream is don't be afraid to fail, okay? Sometimes, like I was a track runner, like Mrs. Bennett said. So I fell one year in the 4x1. But guess what I had to do? I had to get back up and keep running because I had other members on my team that were depending on me. So I want you to know, like, if you ever fall down, if you don't get that A on that exam because since you were studying all week and all month, that's okay. As long as you're giving your best, you're giving it your all, sometimes you might fall down. And that is okay. So what do you do when you fall down? Get back up. Excellent. And guess what? What doesn't matter, the number of times you fall down is insignificant. But it could make a world of difference if you don't get back up just one more time. All right? So don't be afraid to fail. And the R in dream is remember to give back. Give back doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a lot of money or a lot of time. It just means that you have a good heart. And giving back, great. Hopefully I remembered all that. Just put it back in like DREAM. So remember to give back. So when Mrs. Bennett talked about putting your water bottle in the proper receptacle, that's giving back to your community. Sometimes we only think about giving back when we talk about picking up trash off the street, or when we talk about maybe working at a soup kitchen for someone that's less fortunate than us. And that is giving back. But guess what you can do? Right where you are, right in your grade, in your classroom, what if you see someone being bullied? That particular victim of bullying is someone that might be less fortunate than you. So you can give back by maybe telling a teacher or another authority about what you witnessed. So that's an example of what you can do now to give back. Or maybe holding the door for someone when they're coming in behind you. What if there's a classmate that's on crutches and they just simply need help carrying their book bag or books from class to class? You can give back by just helping them without being asked. So I want you to remember to give back and understand that it doesn't take a lot of time, it doesn't take a lot of money, it just takes a good heart when you talk about giving back. Thank you, this is good. And then what's the next letter? What's the next letter in DREAM? E, thank you. So the E is everyone has value, all right? So just because someone looks different than you, they talk different than you, they dress different than you, or they may even have a different religion than you do, that does not mean that you're more superior than anyone else, because we all have value. That is awesome in and of itself, because what that means is that no one can be you better than you can be you. That's awesome. And that is amazing. So guess what? Be the best you that you can be, and understand that you're only in competition with yourself, because only you, one person, can be you. Now, the next letter is what? Yes, it is. So the A is a kind word or gesture goes a long way. Do not underestimate what that can do for someone throughout their day. Just smile. And it doesn't take a lot of energy. It actually takes more energy to be negative, okay? So what a kind word or gesture would do is allow you to exude positivity, okay? So when you're exuding that positivity, that means anyone that comes in your force, like your circle, they're either going to be touched with that positivity, or they're going to retract away because they can't get in your circle of positivity due to negativity, okay? So just remember, a kind word can go a long way. Just simply a smile. So a word or a gesture. So let me see everybody's best smile, please. Can I see your best smile? Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. What's the last letter? M. Make your family proud, okay? So every day when you're working at being the best person that you can be, you're working at being the best son, the best daughter, the best student, the best sibling, the best friend. Work on making your family proud. And that doesn't mean you don't make mistakes, okay? I've made lots and lots of mistakes. But that goes back to getting back up when you fall down, learning from your mistakes, because that's how you grow daily, when you learn. And we all, as long as we're breathing and we're living, we have another opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. So I want you to remember that when you
go throughout your day and the actions that you might take, just think about how your decision might impact your mom, might impact your teacher, or impact your siblings. And that doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. That means that when you do, you won't repeat that mistake, and then your thought process the next time you're confronted with the same situation, it might change, okay? So I want you to repeat after me. Live. Laugh. Love. Dream. Don't be afraid to fail. Remember to give back. Everyone has value. A kind word or gesture matters. And loudly, make your family proud. Thank you, Daddy. I hope I made you proud. Thanks. All right.
How could you not be proud of her? Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, you were awesome. You were perfect. Oh, let's hear it for the Honorable Demetra Todd Ruiz. Awesome. Oh my God, I love it. All right, so now I'd like to introduce Dr. Jones one more time.
Hi, everyone. DREAM. I love that acronym for DREAM. So at this time, I would like to introduce to you the esteemed Superintendent of Bridgeton Public Schools, Dr. Robin Hardin Daniels. Just wave. We are so privileged and fortunate to have her serve as the Assistant Superintendent of Schools. You see all these fine, fabulous, phenomenal people who are seated in front of you. They are here for a special reason, except for the two people on the end. Not that they're not fine, fabulous, and foxy. They're just not a part of this recognition today. Okay, so I am here to introduce to you the Governor's Teachers of the Year. We had an opportunity last week to go to Cumberland County College, and they were celebrated at a luncheon. They were given a proclamation from the state, from different politicians. They received some nice certificates. So today we want to honor them again. So Teachers of the Year. When I call your school, I hope that you're going to give them a round of applause. So let's start with Bridgeton High School, Miss Christian Marroquin. And it was brought to my attention that we should be recognizing approximately 200 Bridgeton High School students today. However, they had exams, so they were unable to be here. So I have to fix that for next time. Broad Street School, Miss Della Raybold, who is an instructional aide. So we're celebrating Governor's Educational Services professionals as well. We're also celebrating from Buckshooter Road School, Miss Maria Martini. And from time to time, I may run into her at the spa. From Cherry Street School, and she's not here today. I didn't see Miss Lynn Holohan, she's not here, guidance counselor, but she still is worthy of recognition today. So Cherry Street School, I'm gonna acknowledge her. And we have from the Dr. Geraldine O. Foster Early Childhood Center, Miss Tabitha Cassidy, who is an instructional aide. I didn't notice Miss Keith here today from the Excel program, so we want to acknowledge her. She also services our high school Excel program. And from Indian Avenue School, we have Miss Mary Ann Keys. From Quarter Mile Lane, The only male who's being represented here today is Mr. Carlos LeBron. And from West Avenue School, and it's unfortunate because I happened to pass this young man along the parade route, and I said, what are you doing standing on the sidelines? You're supposed to be in the parade. We are celebrating you today. And he said, due to a lack of coverage, he had to cover a classroom. And his name is Mr. Aaron Pope. So now I'm going back to the Governor's Teachers of the Year. Bridgeton High School, Miss Carly Fratz. Broad Street School, Miss Sylvia Darpino. And from time to time, we may bump into each other because we both have kids at Shalleck High School. Buckshooter Road School, Miss Stephanie Lopez. And I believe Miss Lopez is on maternity leave right now. Cherry Street School, Miss Mary Wilkes. And from the Dr. Geraldine O. Foster Early Childhood Center, Miss Denise Riley. From Excel, Miss Dina Osmer. And this person has been hanging around here for a very long time, servicing our students, and she does an awesome job. Miss Carol Hablitzel. Quarter Mile Lane School, Miss Nicole Wright. And last but not least, from West Avenue School, Miss Lindsay Willette. So let's give all of our Governor's Teachers of the Year and our educational services professionals a round of applause. On behalf of the Bridgeton Board of Education, the Bridgeton School District, our staff, students, and parents, we thank you for all of your contributions to our district, and most importantly, to our students. You are making a difference. Thank you.
Okay, one more round of applause for our Special Teachers of the Year and our Educational Support Services.